Seems like this took forever. Forever and ever. Let's see, let's delete that one that I couldn't work on. Delete forever. Delete forever. Delete forever. Delete forever. Delete forever. So this is all about the questions you're going to ask. Otherwise, I'm just going to play with a few things. Delete forever. DEL. When it says delete forever, I mean, inside the word, it says glass, it says gold, it says the 6 gold creation of Venus. I'm going to show to you how I'm reading this. Okay. This word over here, okay, it says as it was. It can also say summer. This represents a more and warmer climate. I mean, you have sun in the winter, right? But your distance, there's more distance between you and the sun. Okay? We are where the eagles are. What is an eagle? An eagle is -2 under par for the hole. There are 18 holes. They call it the front 9 and the back 9. And you can look at this in many different ways. Here's the front 9, and here's the back 9. Here's the front 9, and here's the back 9, if you want to look at it face value, because on a square, there's always going to be 9 areas. 9 areas per square. But the thing is, if it's 1 area per area, then this has to occupy this area space in order to be 9. If there was 4, it would be this area space, or if it was 1, it would be this area space. 1, 4, 9. But in this area space, okay, you will only use 7. I'm not sure about these 2 area spaces, okay, but I am assuming that since this can be one of these, so it would take 4 times 1 equals to 4. So this times 4 equals to this. This times 9 equals to this over here. This, okay, this times 4 equals to this, but it moves around. One of the first areas, it is 4 over here. The next area, it is 4 over here. It's 44. This is the way it is. They both encompass the center over here, and they leave this as the open space. At the same time, that is only one revelation. At the same time, here is the center area. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this area of 4, and we're going to take this area of 4. So there's a mirror. Okay, this possibly can be going in the back of this. Do you follow what I'm saying? A front and a back, front and a back, front and a back, front and a back 9. Just questioning myself, right? So here you got an eagle. What does an eagle mean? 6 and 9 and 24. 5 and 1 and 7 and 12 and 5. 17, 24, 25, 35, 6, 13, and 12. 25. The total of eagle is 30. Day of creation. So when you do this, you have these 2 and you have these 2. I'm assuming that we never put 4 on top of each other. I'm assuming either you do these two here or you do these two here, the overlap. Did you follow what I did? Okay, what I did is I took this square and I put it over here, right? And then I took the same square and I put it over here, inside here and here, showing this area here is this area over here. Now, what I want to show you is it's either this, what was once an octagon, right? You see the, the hexagon. You see this outline over here? This is the hexagon outlet. This is the hexagon here, here. Can I color this in a little bit? That's the hexagon. You see a point, a straight line, and a straight line. But inside we add this division of 3, the pi that comes in and divides everything by 3, right? The cube gets divided up, or it adds on a 4th corner. So that's what happens to, I'm getting a little mixed up. Yeah, so in this scenario, when you add in these two like this, encompassing this area, you get 3, okay? You get 3 parts and 1 part, and 1 part and 3 parts. And the 3 parts are different, but the 1 part is shared. 3 parts are different, 1 part is shared. See, there's 1, 2, 3 areas over here, 3 areas over here. So when we're showing this, I'm going to try and see if I'm looking at this right. So I put this entire cube over here. So we're using this area here. And when you notice in this area here, if I'm using it as a number 5, 2 areas are empty here, but these 2 areas don't show it. You see, in the number 5, I'm going to be using these, right? I don't know how to explain this. I'm trying to think on how to explain what's happening here. Okay, but anyways, regardless, we have had 3 here, and we had 3 areas here, and we overlap and we connect here. So I draw the line over here that we link right over there. That's where we link, right over here, through that dot and through this dot over here. Did I say that? Did I explain that right? Anyways, I'm going to move on. So in all actuality, for this to cover up this, I need 1 here. I need 1 here. I need 1 here is 3, and I need 1 here. I need 4 by 4 equals to 16, dividing everything by 9, and it equals to the letters pi. The center area has been encompassed 4 times. This area over here was doubled in usage right over here. This area here was doubled when we went over here. This area is doubled when we use over here, and this area was doubled when we went over here. Those numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8. Each number was doubled. These numbers, these areas were always free. 1, 3, 7, and 9. That is their situation by using 4 of these. Okay, but really by using 4 of these, you only used up how many areas? This area, okay, this area is the center when it's put down here. So this area is the center when it's 4, 7, 8. We're going to do another one. This area is the center when it's 1, 2, 4. This area is the center when it's 2, 3, 6. 2, 3, 6. Okay, and then there's this area is over here, right? When it's 6, 9, 8. So let me explain it. If I take this over here and I move it into here, see the dot is over here, so it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The dot is in the top corner. Here's the dot in the top corner. 6 is over here, 8 is over here, 9 is over here. That's what this area is space. When the dot is over here, these positions, this position is over here. We have 2, 3, and number 6. And where do I get these numbers from? Let me see if I got enough light. Those numbers come over here. Those are the positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm moving over by 1 and over by 1. From here to the other side is 6. From here to the other side is 6. From here to the other side is 6. 3 over to 9. 2 over to 6 is 4. 2 over to 4 is 2. 2, 4. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 will now create your 6 and 8. From 2 over to 8, it's 4 times. From 2 over to 6, it's 3 times. It's just I don't even want to get into that. So we finished this one over here. Now, how many of these are there? There are 9 times 1. Okay? And there are 4 times 1. The 4 times 1 will create this box over here. The 9 times 1 will create this box over here. Now, is there any rationality to this? Well, we're going to check it out. Since Mars is number 51, and I use shapes. I don't call them numbers. I'm going to call them shapes. So what happens is the area space used is here, and Mars, I put a 1 through the 5 for area 51. The numeric value to Mars uses up this area space of 4, 22, 2 by 2 or 2 plus 2. Mars life, 22, right over here, 2 by 2, 2 plus 2. Earth is number 9. The word Earth has a numeric value of 52. So how do I use it for number 52? I put 1 and 2. I look at it as Roman numerals. And what does it create? It creates this box over here. It creates the pound key. It separates everything into 9. Therefore, it's 3, 3. Earth. Mars is 2, 2. Earth is 3, 3. Mass. Time mass. Jesus mass. Chris mass. Christ is 77. We only place 7 of 9. There's always 2 empty. It's either these 2 or it's these 2 that are empty. See, I only used one area space. I didn't do this one on this. The reason for that is because either it's this way, too high, okay, by 3 separated, or if I can, I'm going to see if I can do this. I'm trying to figure out which way, how to do this. I don't know which way to do this. I'm a little stuck here. You see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, the bottom row will always be the same as the top row. So if this is 1, 2, 3, this will be 4, 5, 6. This will be 7, 8, 9. This will be 1, 2, 3. So it's either here to here. It's like seen above and below, and the next floor is gone. I'm gonna just continue this. I'll speak to you in a minute, Michelle. So what's happening is the only way I see I can do this $, is either this way, okay, or this way over here, okay, because I can't seem to get it open enough to get. See, I only have 2 areas here. Here I created 3 areas. I seem to not be able to create 3 areas, so it's telling me its own story. But if I did maybe that design, right, in a 3D fashion, maybe I can do it a little bit different that way. But right now I can't, so we're going to leave it at that. But anyways, what I want to say is that 5-1 is Mars, 5-2 is Earth. 1 becomes a 2 by 2 area space. 1 becomes a 3 by 3 area space. The 3 by 3 area space, okay, can get 9 of these singular dots, okay? When it gets this area, it can fit. In order to use up all the area spaces, I must use this 4 times in which I will overuse these areas twice, and the center area I will override 4 times. These will be used twice. 2, 4, 6, 8. This one will be used 4 times, is 12, and each one of these will be used once. So we have 4 and 4 times 2 and 4. So we have equals to a total of 16, and that's exactly what the answer is, 16. And this is where pi comes into effect because of the letters, 9 areas, using up 16 spaces in order to fit this in. That's where Mars comes in, the planet, the 4th planet. Remember, the 4th planet, okay, is the polarity, okay? 3 and 4, Earth, Mars, Earth are polarity, okay? So we have 51 and 52, 103, and that is Mercury. So I'm quite sure you understood this whole area. I would do it again. I got 2 likes. I'm not sure if Michelle is still here. If you are here, can you say something? I'm going to read what you said. Hello, friend. Haven't caught up on any videos. Driven and listening. Sent you an email the other day. The info I found was on magnetic dice cube that looked like the front of the 1700s that I emailed you the other day. I need to get up on like 9 or 10 videos previous. Yeah, Michelle, I never received anything. I never received anything. I never did. I look big today. Did I just, I feel like I'm in my own den or something. I'm in my own den. Mayan Wheel. Let me see where else I can go with this. I don't want to work on, I want to go back and see what I'm missing. And yeah, I'd like to look for that mail. Maybe I got it. Maybe I lost it. Maybe I didn't get it. I don't know. I don't want to say anything right now, but I remember looking for it. And I'm trying to get something off my screen. Okay. How about we talk about Wilma and Fred, or rock and roll? I just want to adjust my camera here. Anyways, okay. It's just ironic that just for myself, okay. So you have rock and roll, right? Rock and roll. So when the rock and rolls bounce, the sound or the noted word is bam, 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 rock and roll, bam, bam, where the rocks fall into pebbles. The stone, in French, it is pierre, and it is also known as roche or rush. Angel, one divided angel in the birth, in the E world, recreated world, RE. The RR comes together, 1881. It's telling you about 2 cubes. Rush, the rock. They're telling you right here in the French and English, just keep throwing around the languages back with each other. Pebbles and rubbles, P and E, the half-life of the E world. BLES, I'm trying to figure that out myself. But anyways, when we talk about that, we can also talk about Frederick Flintstone. 1. See, Flint, stone, TST, first, last, best of all the rest, through the sun. These S and T's talk about the polarity. They talk about number 10. They talk about the 10 card and the 11th card, the way the jack is noted in blackjack as number 10, to where the jack is the 11th card in the deck, but it becomes the 10th card in the deck when you play the game of Casino War. Casino War. So here is one angel. I'm trying to figure out what we can do at Flint, FFL. I'm not sure, but when N comes into play, usually it is the sun. Sometimes I like to use it as a double birth. And it is mentioned that way when they speak in French. When they say the W in French, they say double the U. And many times you will see squares above the U, 2 squares above it, and it also represents the I. And on the small jack, they have a dot representing the I. The I dot can represent many things. One of the major things I find it represents is when you go to the game of roulette and you put a chip in between 4 area spaces, although the chip is a dot, can we count it that way? Although we get a dot at the end of every sentence at the bottom of the line, when a dot is put here, the only area of space you can put is in between 4 of these squares, and that tells me the letter H. So when it tells me the letter H is a combination in order to create, because everything must stop at C and then D. It began with A, B, C. So now what are we going to do next? Do we go D, E, F? Or do we jump the E for the reason that once you get to D, I'm going to write this down and show you that A plus B equals C. And now all of a sudden, you take 3 again, and you make 6. And from this 3, you take 4, equaling to 7. But over here, the 4 equals to 10. Do you see what's going on here? I'm going to explain it to you. In the first coupling, we create C. But now, once C is created, we need C again, C on the next level. See, we had C here. Now we're going to have C over here. C and C, second level of C, the half-life. Encompassed by 1, 3, 7 in line is the 2, 4, 6, 8 in between. The O, here's the pound key. You connect for the star key. 5 times 2 equals to 10. 5 plus 2 equals to 0, 7. The J and the G. You can say Jack, God. You can add them up as 17, which is the Q. The reverse is J letter in the alphabet. This J, okay, will be inverted to P, and then it will relinquish itself or tell us where it comes from. What is this? This is because all zeros equal to 6. The O equals, this is hypothesis, equals to the 15th letter. 1 plus 5 equals to 6. 1 times 5 equals to 5. The polarity of 6 to run the 6 life is on the 6. The polarity of the 6 lives inside the 5. It gets reduced into 11 and 30. I should just leave that out for right now. Why I did this is because when you come to the next level, if I go right away to number 4 using number 3, I will get 7. If I mirror the world, okay, I will begin at 6 and add my 4 to 10. And this is where I get the letter Q, which is the 17th letter. The reverse of the 17th letter is J10. All zeros equal to 6 becomes the 16th letter. The reverse of the 16th letter is K. The reverse of the G is T. Why is it G? Because 16, 1 plus 6 equals to 7. So what is QJ, KP, TG? Anyways, the result is number 17. Number 25 is for Jack. Number 52, 25 is for Earth, Heart. So I'm just showing you the basic, This number will recreate this number over here. 6 times 4 equals to 24. 6 plus 4 equals to 10 equals to 34. So it builds, it becomes a 7. It repeats this number. It shows you that it repeated it over here, and it shows you over here mathematically that it becomes a 7 in its own. So what I'm talking about is J10 is included with A, B, C, D, okay, equals to J10. ABC, okay, is equal to F6, the reverse cube. 1 is 6. Your 4 letters and your 3 letters. Your polarity comes with this letter over here, your D. The 23rd letter and the 04th letter, which is D, equals to 27. Everything switches on number 03 and number 24 equaling to 27. Here is number 3, and the polarity is over here. So the dice cube showed it to me. So I did the same thing in the alphabet over here. The center of the polarity is 3.5 plus, minus, reaching the E world. So that's that basic. So what I'm doing next is the numbers 7 and 8 and 9. You see the way I skipped over number 5 over here? I went to 7, 8, 9. 9 and 1, 9 and 1, 8 and 2, 7 and 3. If I have to go to 6 and 4, okay, the polarity divides right over here. This is where we have a division in the polarity, right over here. 6 and 4 is the new polarity of 7 and 3. Inside this one is the spirit and the cycle of creation in the gateway. So here is the division. So that would be U and W, also noted as 66 in gematria. Did I get that right, or was it Chaldean? Oh no, it's over here. It's over here. U and W, life in 666, life in the foxhole. This is Chaldean. I don't make anything up. It's already been created. Okay, you just resent it? Okay, good. So 6 in UW in no, Chaldean. Just 1 second. Just 1 second here. I'm just going to look at something. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. I had to check something over here. Sorry about that. So that's what I do. So this total is 24. This total is 6. So again, we get 66, 6 and 6, and on this side, okay, of the total, which would be, what is my downside count? What is my downside count? Here it's the next two numbers would be 5 and 6, and this would be 6 and 5. So it would be a direct link right over here. 9, 11. That would be my direct link, which would be, if you want to see if it works, if you want to see if this is the center, we're going to ask that question. 9 times 11 equals 99. 9 plus 11 equals 20. We have the same answer again. This is Jupiter, and this one is the gateway. And all zeros equal to 6 equals to 125. So again, 2 and 5 is Earth, 5 and 1 is Mars. 1 and 2 is creation. From this, number 11 is creation. We count down and we go up from 11. We count 10 down to 1. We go 20 down to 11. I'm just trying to think of this. And the reason for that is 1 times 1 and 1 plus 1 will equal to 2 and 1 equals to the fabrication of this number. This is the number to the Fox Pass and the Sun. This is by the student created by the Christ. How do I back this up? The reason for this is this as number 11, ELEEVEN equals to 14 and 5 is 19 and 22 equals to 41 and 5 is 46 and 12 is 58 and 5, 63. 63, so the word 11 equals to 63. 11 equals to 63. Now I'm trying to figure out the whole thing. 6 and 3 is 9, 5 and 4 is 9. They go on the cube together. The reverse of this is 1441. The reverse of 5 and 4 equals to 2332. They will both, this will recreate 11 over here. Hold on a second. There's something missing in my equation. There's something missing in my equation. I brought this up for another reason. I've just brought this up for another reason. And because I'm getting lost with my own equation. I didn't want to talk about this. I just wanted to talk because this is something new. Okay, how do I create 11? I create 11. The basics of creating 11 is 15 and 23. These are the basis of creating 11. 1 times 5 equals 5. 1 plus 5 equals 6. 2 times 3 equals 6. 2 plus 3 equals 5. So they both create this. This is for the word number 3. Time heaven. Teach the birth angels of Venus, 81 or 1881. This is our vibration. The R is our vibration, 18 by 18. It is also 1/2 of numbers. Okay, so I spoke about this. I wanted to try and find that once we have A, B, C, D, everything stops over here. 55 sky pass. 55, 55. And that sky pass in mathematics is 25 Earth and Jack, the plug, equals to 35 plus 6 equals to 41. That is your pass. Why is that the pass? Why do I add 6? Because I must count the void. I cannot count 8 because it does not show me on anywhere on this cube that we're using all 9 numbers. The most we'll ever use is 7. So it's either 7 this way or 7 this way, which creates H and I, and the 77 equals to the Christ. That's right. So 7 times 7 equals 49. 7 plus 7 equals to 14. The total is 63, and that's where we get 11, also known as Yo, the student, the entity, 25 Earth, and 15 of Mars inside the 25th letter and the 15th letter, 0, 2, and 12. LB, I don't know what it means. Bell, Bill, beautiful. 2 and 3, creation. 7 and 6, 7 and 6. So that's how 77 Christ, okay, creates number 63, which is known for 11, also known as the student of the 7th gate in the game of craps. Sky Pass, yes, in the Sky Pass, number 14 over here will create the 5 and 9, which I spoke the other day, is one of the ways. I just want to see, I think it's one of the ways Oh, I got a lot of stuff here. I just want to see if I have the way in. No, I don't have the way in. I can use this one. I can use this one. You know, this one over here. What happens is gematria counts up, and it counts up to number 7 right over here. And then after that, it's number 6, number 5, number 4, number 3. So once you get to 7, when you go downwards, you go to 8 over here and then 9 over here. When you reach this level over here, you get 9. So what else is at that level? So you go to the top and you drop 2, number 9 and 5. Well, take a look at that, number 6. Do I have any more dice? I need more dice. Anyways, we'll use the 1 dice over here. Okay, we'll use the 1 dice over here. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. Okay, so we have 6 and 3, 9. The other side of the dice is 1 and 4, 5. So now we know. So now we know that 6 and 3 are 3 and 6. Let's say it's 360 degrees. Okay, now goes with 100 and with number 1 and 4. 3 and 4 is 7. 1 and 6 is 7. So it's telling you that 3 and 6 goes with 1 and 4. 77. The reverse. You're 1 and 4. We come back to over here. 7 and 7 is 14 inside the Christ. We use the 1 singular box that we talked about plus the 4 boxes. Here we use the 4 boxes that we talked about to the 9 boxes. So here it's talking about the singular 1 to the 4 boxes. We're talking about where we just were with Mars. Where was I with Mars 2 minutes ago? Here, with the singular box, with the 4 boxes, and with the 9 boxes. Who is the singular box? Because this is Mars. This is Earth. It's this singular box that will divide all and create all. This singular box over here. So we're going to go back over here, and that's what happens. So the 360 degrees, which is only broken. See, the first set of numbers is to 18, right? We only need 3 more. We only need to pass by 3 because that is your creation. The polarity ends up on the other side. So the other side of numbers will take another 15 numbers to create with. Plus the 3 is 18, which is a total of 36 numbers. This is where the roulette wheel comes in. And then they add a 0 for 37, and then 2 of them for 38. 37 and 38, 75. All about 75, the male and the female. So because this is 360, 36 is created 9 by 4, 12 by 3, right? You see that? Equals to 36. You see what I said? The polarity comes in. This is where it comes in, the 3 mark right over here. The 120 degrees is what it's supposed to be. 8, 8, 8. It came in 9 by 4 equals 36, which is now 6, 6, 6, 6. They broke it up. See, we needed 3 parts of 8. Now we need 4 parts of 6 to come to the same 360 degrees, in which the mirror section of 19 by 19 equals 361, or 1 degree. What is 1 degree? 1 degree. What is 1 degree? It is, what is 1 degree? It is 32 plus 1 equals to 33 minus 0.018. This, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what 1 degree Celsius is. Hold on a second. 1 degree Celsius. Hold on. $33.8. Now we're going to have to switch it. We're going to go here, Celsius. We're going to go here, minus 17. I'm just trying to think what it is. You see, The entrance of 1776 is over here. This is the Queen. When we change it, it becomes 33, which is the Christ Mass of the heavens. So what was it before? Since 3 is the primary, so everything was divided by 3. Now everything becomes, the birth creates everything by 4. The heavens by 4.5, and this is the Fox Pass and the sun. And then the 6 by 60. And this is where we get the freedom. This is where we get, this will be changed, and it will become 6 times 3 again. So the residency of Jupiter, Venus, or Venus and Jupiter show up over here. I'm going to explain to you why. All zeros equal 6. That's all. That's what I've been doing. All zeros equal 6. Here's a 0 all around here. The average, when you add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9, it equals to a total. 1 through 9 equals to 45. When you connect the two together, that is your freedom 55 when you connect them together. The average of 9 equals to 5. The average of 9 numbers, 45 divided by 9 equals to 5. So if you have 1 dot here and 8 dots around it, it's 8 by 5 equals to 40. 40 surrounding 5. This 0 will equal to 6, will become 46, which will become 10 and 5, JE. This is also, anyways, it becomes the sun and the Mars sky pass. Why? Because 40 is the blue, 4 and 5. 4 and 5 is the sun. When this gets reduced over here, we know right away when 4 is present. We know when 5 is present. We have already had the polarity of creation, which has happened. This 4 and 5 will create the birth of DNA as it is created from creation. 6 by 6 is your creation of the female, of the freedom, in which is only valued at 1/4, because it takes 4 times equals to 1, and it takes 4 times 360 to equal to 1440 minutes in a day. That means there has to be 3 times 3 days, or 4,320 minutes, which is also the cycle before the next 1440 comes on to the polarity of 5760, which is the year 2000. The reverse polarity showed up in the year 2000 according to these numbers. From our vibration to the reverse polarity of these numbers. 4 times 3 times 2, 4 plus 3 plus 2 equals to 24, and 9 equals to 33. We can also see it this way as 911, because Roman numerals come into play. The 24th letter is X and the 9th letter is I. Just want to come and see if my face is still on the screen. So is it okay? So let me, I'm going to get a little bit of a refreshment in the kitchen, and I'm going to be back in a minute. Hey, kitty. Oy, oy, oy. Whoop. So 3 and 4 are telling a great story. They're telling a great story. CDC. Have you ever heard it before? CDC. Have you ever heard it before in another language, perhaps? Just like salle de bain. Just like the washroom, the party room, the powder room. Just another name for something. So 7 times 7 times 7, and we've seen this before. This is the polarity. Whether you want to do it that way or you want to do it this way makes no difference to me, because we have to do it again. And then we have to do it again, because we have to run the cycle. The cycle of 19 by 19 equals to 361. I like to look at it as degrees. Is it Celsius or is it Fahrenheit? It doesn't matter. This is what science is all about. So how can we recreate one of these panels? 7 times 7 times 7. Here's your 49 times 7 equals to 63, and 240 equals to the wrong number. This is 280. 280, which is the cycle of 11, the son of birth, the son of Christ through the gateway. The total is 343 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 equals to 14. You remember that 14 earlier, where the reverse of 14 was 63 at the gateway, equaling to 77? That's your birth in the sun. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals to 4, equals to 5 times 4 plus 4 equals to 20, and 9 equals to 29 and 11. Pi begins the same way. We create from number 14, we create this number. And from number 15 or number 23, we will recreate that number. This one is inside of pi. No. No on. Noon. Pi at noon. We're going to go back to this. 777 equals to 21. 21 equals to 364, or 13 times 28 equals to 364 cycles of the moon. 1 and 3 equals to 4. 2 and 8 equals to 10 equals to 1. This becomes a 1-4 cycle. It becomes this cycle to the reverse of this number over here, of the 77 of the Christ. CHR. Just leave it at that if you want. The dividing the end and the beginning is 324 to 360. 18 and 18 is 36, 360. Here I got the 361 without adding 19 and 19. I'm still trying to understand that equation. Equals to 399, telling me the club, which means it's split in 3, the heaven. Heaven's split in 3. They added on 1 part, creating a quarter from a third inside of Jupiter. This can be inverted to 366 in the leap year. Here, the vibration, okay, with the cube equals to 360, 360 degrees is your 18 and running of your vibration. And inside your vibration is creation. No gateway, just creation of 6, the half-life. So here's your CDC. And if you want to know what CDC or C or D Well, C equals to 100 and D equals to 500. So CDC, okay, will only tell you one thing. Although you might see 700, it's actually 400 and 600. And the reason for this is if I was doing this in Roman numerals, the lesser is telling me minus 100 plus 500 equals 400. So if I see CDC, it's telling me 700, but it's also telling me 4 and 6, which is that's what it's telling me. The 21 is the value of the cube. When you see 21, you're talking about A, B, C, D, E, F. We will not use one of these letters, one of these letters, because when this dice is this way, we will have a number up, we will have 4 numbers around, and we will have 1 down. So since 4 was down, this one was down, the total dice is 17 and 4. When we say we stand on 17 in blackjack, and the polarity of creation is over here, we now see Q, the polarity is D, and that's why we're running right on the position of standing at the gateway. 1, 4, 7. Standing at the gateway. 1 month of February, 4 months of 30 days, 7 months of 31 days, 217 days, 120 days, 337 days, and 28 days, 365 or 29 for 366. They can be whatever they are what they are. So how do we get the rest of our numbers from A, B, C, D? Well, we want to find the polarity. So the polarity of that situation is over here on number 3. So now if I put the polarity 3 down, okay, we will now have 18, okay, and 3 for 21. This is RC, and this one is QD. This is the resident angel. This is the Venus portal. How is it created? The Venus portal, 9 plus 9, 9 times 9 equals to 18, equals to 81, which is 99. And this 18 is what creates Jupiter, or vice versa, what Venus creates. One of the two, right? It's easy to create a big image on a screen, right? Through a projector. Very easy. So is Venus creating Jupiter? There are no moons on Venus. There are no moons on Mercury. Mercury and Venus, Earth and Mars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mercury is present in Jupiter. Venus is present in both Mars and in Earth. In Earth, Venus is present once. In Mars, Venus has polarity. Here is your Venus. Your Venus has 7 missing dots. 2 runs with the 7th gate. 1 runs with the heavens. It is not me that gives this letter H or S reverse 19. It is not me that gives this letter G or reverse T 20. So 20 and 19 is for this word over here or this word over here. It's telling me about creation. But once I fall into the next number, okay, here I only have A, B. I did not do C and I did not do D. Do you follow where I'm going? So anyways, I'm going to go back. Mars has 2 moons. Earth has 1 moon. Mercury is number 1. Does it control the 1 moon? Venus is number 2. Does it control the 2 moons? How is this set up? Because after this, it's all creation. We don't go anywhere past this, okay? We don't go anywhere past this. And it's Mercury, Mars that comes together that creates the birth of the sun. Mercury, Earth create the spirit. Right. We create the spirit. Mercury, Venus, okay, together create the female and the number 5. So the female in number 5 versus the male. Also, if you want to look at it, we can be looking at electricity. We can be looking at plumbing. It's very major because of how it, where it plays out. And in Monopoly, it plays out as waterworks, an electric company. I forget what area space they're on right now. Hold on. Let me read some of the comments on the side. You resent it, just resent it. I sent an email. Hi, Mr. Tackpan. Sorry, Susan. I was reading this before. Okay. Library, Mr. Tackpan. I like all these little smileys and everything. Michelle, my bad. The song would be in my head for a while now. So how many would the cycle be broken, and can it be broken? I'll get back to that in a minute. I'm going to finish reading. Lost as usual. No, I go too fast. Don't worry. As it seems, the manifestation comes in threes. Here from the spiritual gateway realm, James Rockhurst channel, and others mention this as well. And it seems right is right now. Oh, yeah, everything is 3. And even the pigs, more than 3, maybe 33 manifestation. It is 33. I just showed you. A and B, it depends which way you want to go. Don't forget, we branch. We have the main trunk, or a couple of main trunks, but we just keep branching. It's A plus B, or A in between B. And then we have C, and then it's C and C come together. A, B, C, you know we're going to go A plus B equals C plus C. Again, so now we have to recreate, but using, either we use another cube and recreate, and then we mirror. I'm just trying to figure out, I don't know. I just, let me continue reading. Yes, 33 turned the other way is 44, which creates phi. James Rockhurst. There's also Tom Numbers. Tom Numbers. Susan, there's no dot at Mr. Tackpans. It's just in one word. And thank you for the comment. Yeah, and I just want to let you know that those channels you mentioned, I think there's also Odyssey. You can check me out there because I'm going to be moving, trying to move along and get out there. I think you can find my channel on Odyssey or BitChute. I'm not sure, but I'm trying to spread it out. I don't want to put it all in one place, especially when they watch everything the way they do. It's a little anyways, I don't want to get into that. So where was I with these numbers? DC, C, and D. And number 3, we talked about number 3, and I'm going to show you this, and I must have did it 100 times already. But I'm going to do it again. Yeah, no, I'm going to do this. The difference, you see, 19 and 18, the difference between 19 times 19, 361, and 18 by 18, 324 is 37 spaces. The difference between adding 19 and 19 and adding 18 and 18, okay, is only 2 spaces, 37 and 2. 7 and 3 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. We're back to 1 and 2 again. The separation between the polarities over here in the game of roulette, where these separate right over here, okay? This is the last, this is the first. This one will become number 1. This will become number 9. That is the polarity. AIS. I'm just checking something out. This reduces to 1 and 1, 2, and this becomes 9. I'm just trying to think of something. All right, that's right. Okay, it shows it. See, over here I have something different. See, over here I said they were polarities of each other. I don't know if I can say that. They are the mirror of each other. This is the polarity. So I'm trying to figure out, you see, I'm showing you number 18 over here, and number 19 is going to be with 2. I'm just trying to show you why. Let me explain it to you. The 2 dice is going to go down. We don't see it. We see all the other numbers. 6 and 4 is 10, and 1 is 11, plus 3 is 14, plus 5 is 19, 19 up, 2 down. So what are we going to call this? The Mars polarity, because there's 5 areas in 1 area. That's how Mars works. Or there's 4 areas, 1 area, and 1 area. How are we going to count this? So this is something that's confusing. Creation, the 3 and the 2, okay, which now are telling me are the reason for this, the polarity of these numbers according to the dice cube. It gets a little confusing, right? Gets a little confusing. The polarity of this, according to the dice cube, is 2 and 3. 19 with 2 down, 18 with 3 down. But the 3, I'm just thinking, just let me think for a second. I need to think. These are the reverse in roulette, the mirror of each other. Unless roulette goes 1 to 15, and then 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 is a combination that comes all together, and then 22 to 36. Okay, so this total here is 111. But I was also thinking that if it was a puzzle piece, right? If it was a puzzle piece, it would be 111 plus 14 and 23. 148. 148 and 518. 666. 37 and 111. The reason for this is because my 2 connections to both sides of the board are my 1 and 4, 5 and my 2 and 3, 5. They will create my link of 9, 11. It's just very hard to explain this thing over here. This is Union Jack, where everything meets at number 37. And there's this Mayan piece over here, and most of everything is a division of 3 and 7. 7 areas over here and 13 areas over here. 7 by 13, 91, talking about the spirit. So I'm a little bit tired, but we're going to do that. The reverse of the 17 is the 18. That is the true reverse. And I'm just tired and exhausted. I want to thank you for watching. I'm going to go over and oh, there's patterns everywhere. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of the rabbit. Just stay a little bit of a distance from something. Take off your glasses or put them on. Change the lighting and I agree. I agree. You know what's funny? It keeps telling me there's one person on, and I know two of you are talking. So, where can I go with this next? I'm just trying to see where I can go next with this. Um, I'm not sure. There's just so many things. It just doesn't stop. When I spoke about 149 before, right? Here's the 1, here's the 4, here's the 9. 149. This one plays 4 roles over here, and it plays 9 roles over here. 9 area spaces. What is the word for eagle? Eagle's number 30. We have birdie. Everything connects. Third. So we can see time heaven is has been divided. And -1 plus 1, 0. What would this one be over here? What is this area over here? If this is -1 and this is +1, this would be 0.5. So the 0.5 went up this way, and the 0.5 went up that way. Split energy? Split light? Is that what this 0.5 is going to equal to? Because the halfway point between here and here is 5. This area space here, this area space here, this area space here. I was looking for that answer for the longest time, where that 0.5 is. Now, I'm not sure if it would work if I did this one. This would be 0.25. Well, I don't want to get into that because this is supposed to be 0.5 of a value of 33 and 1 left over. This area over here, because there's 3 areas. So it's 3, 3, 3. And then the 0.5 is the dividing area between here and here. So that dividing area over here, this line over here, has to be a 0.5 area, or the 0.5 in between these two spaces, living between -1 and +1. But is it -1, 0.9, 0.8, 0.7, 0.6, 0.5, 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1? And then this area space here removes 0.5 on each side, leaving it with 9.5 left over. It's anyways. I'm tired. It just really never stops. Everything keeps connecting. There's questions to everything, and that's it. And I want to thank you for watching. I would like some questions. I just keep going over everything because everything connects for me, because I make it connect. And everything has been created by those people who created it. Whoever created the roulette board wasn't me, but I show you things on here. They specifically, on this board here, they specifically 34, 17, and 6. 34, 17, and 6. 57. And the other side, 1, 20, 14, 31, and 9, 57, 75. They call it the orphan children. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching. And there's also, and I'm going to go, I have not been keeping up to date. I like to know where Messer is, and Mighty Messer. Well, you know what? You can just read a game book, you know. Sports. You ever play sports? You ever play tennis? Whatever. Give me a game, anything. Give me anything. I'll show you. I'm going to see if I can show you something. I'm going to go check for that email right now, see if I got it. I don't understand. I didn't get anything. I'm going to look up your email and send you something. Well, I have two email addresses. One is a Gmail and one is a Yahoo. What should I do? Gmail or Yahoo? You're absolutely welcome, Susan. Othello. The black and the white. Black is number 29 and white is number 65. They're both number 11. But when you multiply 2 by 9, you get the letter R, also known as for female or the bat lady. Well, bat's mitzvah is what I meant. And then, yeah, that would be the letter R because of the design, also the design from the Maya. Yeah, okay, the Gmail. Let me take a look. Okay, 1 second. The Gmail. Okay, I'm looking. No, there hasn't been anything, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Copy, new mail, to paste. I sent you a mail right now from I don't know where, from my email, just so you can see it and see whether or not there's a mistake somewhere, because I haven't been receiving anything. Whoop. Oh yeah, it's all, we are 100% connected. We have to keep pushing forward. We can't stand still. We know there's something on the other side. The puck doesn't stop here. See, I got this little thing over here. Now, see this over here? See the way there's two ends? It's 1. So how is it 2? It's 1. How is it 2? It's 1. How is it 2? Because that 2 joins the 2 worlds right here. But when I take that, I like to call this the fleur-de-lis right over here. I'd like to, can I get that in there? I like to call that the fleur-de-lis right over here. Have you ever seen that sign before? This is when life cuts out. But otherwise, life is in the world. It's rotating, coming from the cloud. I don't know if it's your pineal gland that's stuck in here. I don't know how it works, but all the ideas, if you can just expand your mind, are there. Thank you for watching this video. Peace and love. Peace and love. Stand together. Don't be scared. Be scared of nothing. Be scared of nothing. Peace and love only. Be scared of nothing. Do not be scared of the truth.